From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is Live at 5 on WCTE and our streaming platforms to give you updates on communities throughout the Upper Cumberland.
Hi there, and welcome to WCTE's Live at 5. I'm Becky Magura, President and CEO of WCTE, and we're coming to you live from WCTE, and I'm happy to have with me Jody Pitts. Jody is the Director of Engagement and Education, and also the auction, great TV auction. And Jody, we've been having quite the week already, right?
We have. It's been astonishing to see the response from the public and to see what's happening online. So it's just been great. It's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to have a great show for you tonight. We've got a number of guests. Laura Holloway is going to be here to talk about our upcoming film festival in partnership with Cookville Performing Arts Center. We want to encourage all of those filmmakers out there to be a part of it, and actually just your everyday citizen, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And also Tom Savage is here. He's the chair of the NAACP here in Cookville, and also on WCT's Community Advisory Board. We're going to talk about race in our Upper Cumberland, as well as some special content that we have coming up. But Jody, tell us about what's happening with the auction right now.
Well, we're off to a great start. As of this afternoon, we were at $34,000 in bids that are currently in, and we have until Sunday night. So we're going to close out these lots tonight and tomorrow and Sunday and just keep getting those bids up.
And now this is really different from the way we normally do the auction. They bid online, right?
Yes, so all of the bidding happens online, and then of course we have the television showcase. You can still tune in at night and watch the items before they close out online.
All right, we're going to take you to a really quick briefing from the mayor of the mayors in Warren County and McMinnville. So we're going to take you to the update from this past week right now, and then we'll be back with more.
From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is the previously recorded COVID-19 press briefing from local officials in McMinnville and Warren County.
Today we are joined by Tennessee Tourism Commissioner Ezell, who heads up Governor Lee's Economic Recovery Group. Good morning, Commissioner Ezell. This is County Executive Jimmy Haley. So we want to welcome you to the BLTV live stream program this morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
We are surviving. I'm sure you are as well.
Yes, it's been a challenging time for all Tennesseans.
It certainly has.
Everybody across our nation.
So we welcome you today, and we thought we would invite you to do a little explaining about what the Tennessee Pledge is and the importance of cooperating with that pledge.
Sure can. The Tennessee Pledge was a set of guidelines and that businesses could participate in, that if they took the guidelines and adhered to those guidelines around sanitation, around checking temperatures and screening for their employees and possibly for customers, for having their employees wear masks when they're around other folks, and then honoring social distancing, that we could open back up businesses in a safe enough manner to allow people to get jobs back and the recovery of the economy to begin, and also still keep COVID-19 at bay. And that was our purpose, and that's what Tennessee Pledge is all about. And so we have created guidelines for all the different industries, and we were the second state in America to allow restaurants to begin dine-in services at a 50% capacity, and we did that starting on April 27th. And since then, we have continued to open up all types of industries, including close contact, including gymnasiums, retail, and other key small recreation, non-contact. And then a week and a half ago, we opened up our large attractions at a limited capacity.
You got an amazing team, and we appreciate our ability to give input and to have a voice in some of the decisions that have been made. So we want to thank you and the governor and all the staff members for all that you've done over the last 3 months to make it a little bit easier on us in Warren County. So thank you very much, and I'll stay in touch.
Thank you so much.
In a very heated time in America, McMinnville showed that our citizens, our police force, and other law enforcement agencies can allow people to exercise their First Amendment right, which is a very important right, granted to us by the founding fathers of our nation. And these people did it in a peaceful and respectful way, and we thank them for doing that, and thank our law enforcement officers for helping keep them safe and keep the streets peaceful. The things that happened to George Floyd were awful and shouldn't happen to anyone. Our McMinnville Police Department will make sure to continue to show that that won't happen here, and our officers won't do that to anyone.
We're going to give you some new COVID-19 updates. Statewide testing numbers in Tennessee, as mentioned earlier, continue to grow, and we've tested over 448,000 people. There have been 23,554 positive cases so far. 1,767 patients have been hospitalized, and 15,564 have thankfully recovered. In Warren County, 26 patients have tested positive, 15 have already recovered, and we have no deaths in Warren County, so we're grateful for that. St. Thomas Health continues to encourage those of you who have delayed getting care to seek treatment. While remaining diligent, we've also relaxed our visitation policy to allow up to 2 visitors per patient per day for non-COVID positive patients or the patients that are under investigation.
To leave you with a quote from Martin Luther King that I use quite regularly: darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Thank you, Warren County, for your cooperation and support. Together we do build a better tomorrow for all of us. We are Warren County strong. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this previously recorded COVID-19 press briefing from local officials in McMinnville and Warren County. Tune in next time for additional updates on communities throughout the Upper Cumberland. From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you.
All right, thank you so much, mayors of Warren County, Mayor Haley and Mayor Newman. They are doing some really wonderful things there, as well as all throughout the Upper Cumberland. And Jody, we've had tremendous support of our businesses in the Upper Cumberland to support the Great TV Auction. Mm-hmm. And I know you've been really pleased with that. You want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was sort of difficult to figure out how to navigate, representing the businesses well when people were sort of staggering opening again. So we wanted to make sure that we were checking with those businesses to make sure that they were open and that everything that is up on the auction is actually back open for business and up and running. So anything that you buy, we've already checked on.
Right.
But we've had great local support. We have a wonderful piece here from Brad Sells, and I'm going to hold this up and hopefully everybody can sort of.
Yes, I want to share a little bit about this particular item. It is beautiful. If you'll tilt back just a hair, there, right there. This is a piece of dogwood. Of course, Brad Sells is a premier artist, wood artist. He has been featured on documentaries all across the country with Todd Gerald sharing many of those. Mm-hmm. This is a piece from a dogwood tree at Echo Valley property that was felled during the tornado. It was a tree that came down during the tornado. Brad has made this beautiful bowl vessel, donated it to the TV auction. It's called I think the Monte Carlo, named after his grandfather, I believe's Monte Carlo car. But it's really, I just love its beauty and its sturdiness and its strength. And what's unique about this is the proceeds from the auction of this item on the Great TV Auction will be divided, right, mm-hmm. Jody? Half of it will go to WCTE, half of it will go to the Tornado Relief Fund here in Putnam County, and Brad has been very generous with that. It's a $2,500 piece of art, collector's item. It's signed and dated and described on the back, and it would be beautiful in your home. Yeah, there you can see the back of it. It's just beautiful. Thank you, Brad, for this. And for the other gift, he also gave a beautiful large vessel made of koa wood. Mm-hmm. And that is from the Tree Safari collection, the koa collection that Todd Gerald did when they went to Hawaii. Again, Brad works with trees that have fallen or are diseased, and then he makes these beautiful pieces of art. And he's always been very generous to WCTE, but these two pieces, I hope you will find an incredible home for them because they will be a lasting treasure.
Right, right. And what a wonderful way to repurpose things that we love so much in our community, you know, and to really just, this piece is so meaningful for so many people. And, you know, Echo Valley is, you know, somewhere that has been around for generations and generations and
90
generations.
years.
Yeah.
This summer was the 90th anniversary birthday of Echo Valley. We had a chance to speak to Lisa and Carol Lovell. And you know, what I appreciate about this also is our team is working with Daniel Duarte, who did this beautiful job with the Tennessee Tornado Putnam Strong documentary. We're working on an Echo Valley documentary, and the proceeds from this bowl in particular will help us get that jump started. And so thank you so much, Brad, and I hope people will be bidding high. Now, when will that go up?
This piece will go up on Sunday.
Okay.
It will be the last lot of the evening on Sunday, so you do still have time to get your bids in. There are bids coming in on it, so if you're planning to try to win it, you need to bid high.
And so how do they bid, Jody? How do people bid?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. So if you just visit our website, WCTE.org, and when you land on the page, it should be the first thing that you see. It's up there in the carousel, and you just click through. It's a very easy way to get in. You just click directly from that little image that you'll see about the auction and just get registered and sign up. You don't have to put a credit card on file to browse all of the items. That's not required until you go to actually bid on something. And then you'll just pay online in a shopping cart just like you would with anywhere else that you shop online.
Oh, that's awesome. And they can bid anytime, right? They don't have to wait. Like tonight we're going to go live at 7 with the auction, and we'll do that every night through Sunday, but they don't have to wait for that, right?
Absolutely not, no. You know, we've had bids coming in since the 26th.
Okay.
And so, you know, you can bid, and the beauty of this system really is that it gives you the freedom to bid at your leisure. You can even put in a maximum bid. It's not going to automatically jump to the maximum bid. It's going to slowly increment just as needed as people bid against you. And so you can put in the maximum amount that you're willing to pay for an item, and it will just gradually bump your bid up as needed, so you don't have to worry about it.
Wow. What happens if you get overbid, though?
If you get an overbid?
Now, what if someone overbids
if-
over your bid? What
If you
happens?
get outbid,
outbid.
what's going to happen is you're going to get a text message right on your phone, and it's going to say you've been outbid on this item. Click here to increase if you want to increase your bid, and it takes you directly to that page where you can say if you want to go up $1 or $10 or $100. But it's very easy, very simple, and it's very responsive. I had someone stop me on the street today and tell me how fast it was.
Oh, cool.
And that he was impressed with how quickly he was able to increase his bids. So you can see all of those items through Sunday online right now.
Every item that's been donated to the auction, people will have been able to see on air. We started Wednesday night, right? And I am following you on Facebook right now. It's great to see so many friends joining in, and thank you so much for that. If you have a question for Jody or any of our guests, please feel free to type it into the chat line, and I will be sure and ask it. We've got just a few more minutes with our segment right now, Jody. You'll be back in just a little bit. But if someone's uncertain about how to bid, or if they're uncertain about some items, can they call and ask questions at night?
Absolutely. We have people here to answer your questions, and we want to be as helpful as possible. So if you're hesitant to call, don't be. We're here, and that's what we're here for. We want to make bidding as easy for you as possible. So you can just call our main line, 931-528-2222, during the live broadcast and ask us questions. If you even are having trouble getting your bids in, we can place a bid for you if you'll just call in and let us know that you're having some trouble.
You know, and we're going to be talking with Jody more at the end of the show, but one of the difficulties was not being able to be at the Cookeville Performing Arts Center, which has been the home of our auction for all of its years. But we've got something coming up at the Cookeville Performing Arts Center in August that Laura's going to share about. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited about that, and I think everybody's going to be wonderfully surprised.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to learn more about the auction when we come back. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a few moments with Laura Holloway.
May 26th kicks off the new Great TV online auction. Buyers will browse hundreds of items at their viewing pleasure, place bids, watch items, and have a buy now option. And then on June 3rd, viewers can tune in for 5 nights and see these items showcased on air. You don't have to tune in to win big, but you just might see something you missed. Make this year the year you support WCTE's single largest and longest running fundraiser. Find more information at WCTE.org/auction.
Okay, we're so excited to have Laura Holloway here with us with the Storyteller Agency and also WCTE's project manager for our film festival.
I'm so excited. It's going to be such a great festival.
So tell me, Laura, you're at Cookvillian, but you went away, established a wonderful company, and you're back now. And, so how do you feel about really jumping in and being a partner with WCTE on this?
I have been a fan of WCTE since I was a little girl, and I've been involved in the arts community here, and my parents were, and they were very influential in getting some big things started here, and so it's nice to kind of come back and pick up that torch and start planning some things in preparation for my own kids growing up here, and I'm excited for that, for sure.
So we just saw some great pictures from the Cookeville Performing Arts Center of previous auctions, and so we are doing auction a little different this year, but I think people are growing accustomed to that, and they're excited about it. But we're excited to continue this partnership with CPAC.
Yeah, it's a new thing, and I'm excited to work with CPAC again. I can remember standing on the Drama Center stage when I was 8 years old and just being in awe of all of the older actors and the production, and just walking in there the other day for our first meeting about the film festival. It's cool, and it's nice that the people that were there then are still so much involved now, and Chad, of course, is wonderful, and Patrick and Matt Wilson. I mean, they've got such a great team. They're even doing something really cool. We're talking about different formatting.
Right.
Everybody in arts right now is trying to figure out a way to reach the people. Yeah. And it's kind of impossible to reach the people when you're used to being this close.
That's right. That's right.
So they're doing something really cool this weekend. I did want to give them a shout out because they're doing something called 5 Thank You 5, which if you're in theater or have ever worked in theater, the stage manager will call 5 minutes and then all the actors say thank you 5 to let them know that you've heard. But they're doing 5-minute shows, and they're going to be streaming them on, I believe, Vimeo. You can find out more information on their Facebook page, but it's $5.55 to see some really great theater. It's not live, but in these kind of uncertain times, it's still a great way for the arts to reach the people and for them to continue their mission. So I kudos to them. That's something really cool they're doing.
And so go to their Facebook page, get on it, let's support that. It's a virtual theater. And a really exciting way to get started. So Laura, how do you feel? Give me some, I mean, you really just have burst on the scene as our project manager for the film festival, but you've already had some really great ideas. So you want to share just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm stoked about what's going to be happening this August. It is an uncertain time, like we talked about before, and not everybody's really ready to jump into a room together and be buddied up and shoulder to shoulder and just thinking in some different and unique ways to present a film festival. I had the idea to put these films up on the sides of the buildings on our downtown west side. So it's going to be an outdoor film festival. This year it'll just be a one-day festival. We're hoping, of course, it will grow as time goes by. But this year it's going to be something where you can walk around and enjoy the film and still be outside in the fresh air and maintain whatever social distance you're comfortable with. But still allow filmmakers to present their films, and also people that have never made a film before just to present a 1-minute film as part of the American Portrait Series with PBS, which is very exciting.
Right. I think it's going to be terrific. And we may have some things, if we can gather inside at CPAC, we'll be having some things going there.
Yes.
But I'm really excited about this downtown idea.
Yeah.
And you and I are going to, and our whole team, our whole committee, we've got a great committee, are going to be working with some other filmmakers to just see what kind of great content we can get in.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, and it's all nonfiction this year, but of course there's the opportunity for it to grow to include fiction. But this year it's really focusing on films that have already been made, documentaries that are being made, and local and regional, and even across the state filmmakers, but also people like me and you that are at home with our iPhones and being able to just submit a 1-minute snapshot into what it's like to be in America right now.
And there will be a competition for these 1-minute films, so be sure and check out the American Portrait site.
Yes.
Don't you think that's a great place to start?
That's a great place to start, and there's even a couple of how-to videos on how to make these videos, and we'll be putting up some of those how-to videos on the WCTE social. But it's 1 minute, and it's just a great way to kind of show the world what it's like in your little corner of America.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thanks
and
for having me.
We'll be back. We'll be learning more about the film festival as we go on live at 5. But we're going to bring Tom Savage out here next. Thank you, Laura.
Great.
And
Thanks,
we'll see you
Becky.
again soon.
All right, great.
All right.
WCTE PBS Film Festival, in partnership with the Cookeville Performing Arts Center, will be on August 22nd, 2020. We will celebrate the best in nonfiction, public media, and host a Film Minute competition of viewer-submitted content via the PBS American Portrait digital platform. For more information on call for submissions, you can visit wcte.org/events/film-festival.
All right, we're excited about the film festival coming up in partnership with Cookeville Performing Arts Center. And I'm really, really happy to have with me Tom Savage. Tom is the chair of NAACP here in Cookeville, and also on WCT's Community Advisory Board, and a dear friend. And we are in a challenging time right now.
We are in a perilous time. We really are. Absolutely.
So just in everything that's happened, and we're not going to have enough time, I do want you to know that next week we're going to devote the whole Live at 5 about race relations. But Tom, we've got some significant content coming up. We've got Race Matters, America in Crisis, a PBS NewsHour special that will be airing over the weekend on the World Channel on Saturday night at 8 and also Monday night at 7 on our main channel. But what would you like folks to know, and how can we make a difference here?
Well, thanks for having me. What I would want folks to know is this. We're in a perilous time, but it's a unique situation. And as I was sharing with people today that in regards to Black Lives Matter, it's usually just been black folks and a few white folks.
Right.
But what I have noticed is a diverse group of young people participating, saying this is terribly wrong. And actually, majority of them are white. And if you would ask me, because they care, what should they do? I think is to have a sit-down session and just listen, and then work some kind of action after that.
And are there some things happening over the weekend, or even conversations that are going to take place that people can be a part of?
Absolutely. The NAACP has had 2 press conferences in the last 2 days, and first we wanted to address our issues with leadership first, and then hopefully trickle down. We had the law enforcement yesterday, and we have a relationship with them. You've seen it blossom through our efforts, and today we had the mayors, both mayors, and the mayor of Livingston, African American.
Yes.
Were able to dig up a brother for this.
That's great.
And we also had several clergy, and we talked today, and the black clergy addressed the people in the crowd. It was great.
That's awesome. I hope we'll continue to be able to have these conversations peacefully, but it's important to make change. And how do you think? I think we have had wonderful relationships, and I am thrilled that Livingston has an African-American mayor, Curtis Hayes. Curtis, I hope will be on with us, one of our Live at 5.
He would love to, yes.
What's next for us?
Well, what's next for us is to, they say you cannot separate the ballot box, the bread box from the ballot box. We want to encourage our people to participate in the census, but we also need people to come together with leadership, because people are asking the black folks, what can we do for you? And so they want to help, so we need to respond to them properly and give them a good answer. And that is, sit down with us in one place and one time, and let's talk about actions that we can take together. Let's have some deep conversation on how we got here. It just didn't start from the bang, bang, bang play, Brunswick, Georgia, Louisville, and today. It's been going on a long time. So if we reset, go back, start from the back, and then come forward, I think we'll be able to address all of the things that people would need to hear implicit bias, explicit biases, and all those things, and I think we'll come together.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
I am too, and we're going to run out of time on this show, but I hope you will be back with us and that we'll continue this conversation. I was very proud of the City Council of Cookeville last night for passing an amendment about supporting Black Lives Matter and also Juneteenth.
Absolutely.
And so, thank you, Tom. Any last words?
Well, again, excited about the amendment, but now let's do some real work to make the amendment strong.
Absolutely.
Other than that, we're on the right track.
I think so too. Thank you so much, Tom Savage. We'll be back in just a moment with Jody Pitts and finish out about the Great TV auction.
Another police killing of a black man sparks a movement, largely peaceful, but with moments of violence and looting. The president is dug in.
No justice.
How did we get here, and how can we build a just America?
My responsibility to continue to fight for them.
Race Matters, America in Crisis, a PBS NewsHour special.
All right, I hope you'll catch those specials over the weekend. PBS NewsHour special, Race Matters, America in Crisis. And thank you, Tom and Laura, for being a part of that discussion tonight here on Live at 5. Jody, we've got a little bit of time left before we wrap up. We still got some folks joining us here on Facebook. No questions yet. So what would you like folks to know about auction's going to kick off again tonight? What do you want them to know about joining tonight and through the weekend?
Well, we're going to have something really cool for you to do tonight to sort of engage in a different way. So you'll be able to cast your vote on something that is near and dear to people's hearts. So you'll have to tune in to watch that. It's something we're launching tonight. We've never done it before, but we want to hear from you about something that may or may not be your favorite. So tune in and watch. And the only things that you're not going to be able to see online prior to the showcase is the firehouse boards, and you really need to be watching to see those firehouse boards because those items launch and close within 30 minutes, and they are showcased on air, and we do tell you when they launch. So it's really good to be tuning in and to take advantage of those deals that are coming up on Firehouse.
And if you're registered, you actually get a text when they're coming on, right?
Right. So we've been sending out texts that tell you, hey, the Firehouse is live now. You have 30 minutes. Hurry up and bid. And if for some reason you're getting those texts and you don't want to receive them, or you have limited number of minutes on your phone, you just text STOP back to the number and it will opt you out of those. So you're not required to get those in order to bid or to participate in the platform.
We have a lot of folks watching from all over the state and actually the country, and they can watch the auction on this, right?
Yes, so we're streaming. Just click on the WCTE website. You'll see where to bid, where to watch, and you can do both.
And share a photo of you watching. We've had photos shared from Dallas, Texas, from California, from all over. So do that. We would love to catch up with you and engage, even though we have to socially distance.
Right. We do want to see your watch parties and send us those pictures, and we hope you'll tune in tonight and take part in the engagement voting.
I want to say a special thanks to all the WCTE staff and team for really turning on a dime and making the auction, and really to you, Jody, for your exceptional leadership. This has been just terrific.
Thank you. It's been great. So we're excited to see more.
All right. Tune in tonight. We're going to be going live again with the Great TV auction at 7 o'clock tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday, and it'll last until 10 o'clock, right?
10 o'clock.
All right. We'll see you next week on Live at 5 Friday. Until then, be safe.
Thank you for joining us at Live at 5. Be sure to tune in next time for additional updates on communities throughout the Upper Cumberland. From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you.